we're now packing 700-800 orders a week. We are shooting for $1 million at the end of 2023, and we are going to get it.
Jasmine went from being jobless and nearly $100K in debt to making almost $1 million in 1 year with a cash stuffing business. So let's take a look at how Jasmine went from struggling financially to hustling her way to making $1 million in a year.
My name is Jasmine Taylor. I'm 31 from Amarillo, Texas, and my business brought in over $800,000 last year. I just remember wondering how I was gonna make it. I had a degree, no job, student loan debt hanging over my head, credit card debt hanging over my head.
Sadly, her situation is the norm for most Americans. About 43 million Americans carry student loan debt, which totals about $1.7 trillion. And 61% of Americans carry credit card debt, averaging around $6,000. And with the cost of living steadily increasing, it's easy to see how many Americans fall behind on paying bills and end up in debt. Which is why if you have credit cards, rule 1, try to keep your balances under 30%, which is best for your credit score and should be a number you should be able to easily pay off.
And that's when I started researching ways to budget, and I found cash budgeting. I started budgeting at the beginning of the year. You implement cash stuffing with it by budgeting the money. So that means you start your budget with whatever your paycheck number is, and you give every dollar a place down to zero.
Budgeting is so important to be able to get out of debt, improve your credit score, and start to build wealth. For me, I've always been an Excel type of budget person. It just helps personally to be able to plug in the numbers and update manually. But there are a ton of ways and strategies to budgeting. Nowadays, you can easily find budgeting apps, and most banks offer some type of budgeting software or app that'll allow you to just plug in your accounts and track everything automatically. I've never tried this envelope or cash stuffing system, but it seems like it works great.
I started the business after my TikToks went viral. I was like, okay, well, people are actually interested in this. So you could buy a binder, pick your cover, add your name, and then choose 6 categories. This one's pretty cute with the piggies and the wallets. And I also like fries before, guys.
Great businesses are usually created when you're trying to solve a problem that affects most people. So Jasmine taught people how to budget and is providing the supplies that they'll need to keep up with the system. And of course, she's letting them customize their books and products, which is just icing on the cake.
People are literally waiting on the site at midnight on Saturday night, waiting for the restock. Our $1,500 savings challenge sold out in 6 minutes. I honestly didn't have any expectations. I just went into it hoping that I would make my money back, but I had no idea. Even to this day, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, what is happening?
From $250K in a year to more than tripling that the next year, she really found a niche that works for her. She's able to create products, I'm sure at a very low cost, and then package them in fun and creative ways to make a huge profit. And if her products have limited or seasonal releases, you can see why people are lining up to buy them as soon as they're stocked.
In December of 2020, I had just got through Christmas, and my sister died probably 4 years previous, so I've been full-time taking care of my niece that works with me now. I was working at the freestanding emergency room, and then I lost that job. I started tracking my expenses and being really diligent about budgeting and cash stuffing. So the first day of the month, I go and deposit everything I've cash stuffed into the bill account. And as the month goes on, everything is direct deposited. The first time I had been able to save $1,000. I'd never been able to hold on to $1,000.
The average savings for most Americans under 35 years old is just $3,240. And that's scary. If you have a major medical issue or a car issue, then all that money can be gone overnight. And while I hope everyone that's watching this video is doing really well financially, this video is really a great video to inspire you to get serious about budgeting. Like I said, there are a ton of ways to get started, a ton of apps and websites that can help you. It's just important to find one that works for you and get started.
I knew the stimulus check was coming, and I literally just went for it. And so I went and bought me a Cricut, and I bought the supplies for the Cricut, the mats and stuff like that. And I put the rest into inventory, into purchasing my Shopify plan, some shipping supplies, and that's it. It was pretty much gone.
You have to invest in yourself, or as they say, scared money don't make no money. I'm sure Jasmine did her research on what exactly it would take to build and scale her company. So she wasn't just shooting in the dark, but man, it paid off.
Right now, I have 3 contracted employees, as well as one of the ladies comes here and she helps me pack orders because we're now packing 700-800 orders a week, and it is pretty tedious. We are shooting for $1 million at the end of 2023, and we are going to get it. I'm believing that we're going to get there.
Shout out to Jasmine and Baddies and Budgets for creating a phenomenal business which helps people budget and save money, which is really hard to do these days. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If so, please leave a like and a comment and let me know if you budget, and if so, what apps or websites do you use to maintain your budget. Also, make sure you check out the next video. Believe it or not, it is a huge help to the channel. It lets YouTube know that you're interested in our videos and they'll keep pushing them. Lastly, if there's another video you would like to see me talk about, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can email allmoneymedia@gmail.com. Thanks. Peace.